Check test. Music is only coming. Looks like we got him.
Can you see where I put my comment? You should see two.
I thought I had him up here. There we go. We have a monitor over here too. I tried the backup. Ron's Bridge channel. You can hear me great. Well, we're getting close. Hope you all are having a great day today. I'm going to see about getting this conference bridge, which only cost us something trouble, but hey, trouble's my middle name.
If you are the host, press star now. Otherwise, please enter your PIN. You are the only participant.
Check.
I don't see it loading new.
Well, I guess we'll have to use it on one of your devices then.
I'm gonna go over here.
Well, Greenbridge friends, Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome to another lesson. We are on April 7th. This month just really flying by, and this is going to be our lucky 7 today, I hope. We're going to be doing more on sign-off, invitational, and forcing bids. So let's do a little review of yesterday. Let me get the slides up here, and we'll get cranking on this right away. Okay, hopefully you can see the slides. I'm going to get myself a little bit lower profile here. There we go. Except I got the wrong monitor. We'll come to the hands in just a minute. A lot of moving pieces here. So, okay, I want, I believe, the screen right here. And hopefully you're seeing a screen that says, same as mine, which is sign off examples. So, okay, let's see who we got here. Looks like Patty, Ron, Rose Queen is here. I can't see the ones on Facebook right now. And from the control room, do we have any others?
I am working on Facebook now.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So as we talked about the other day with sign-off bids, first of all, there are sign-off, invitational, and forcing bids, depending upon the context. And that even includes things such as interference, whether you're a passed hand, and whether there is a free bid that's going on. Grace, could you turn the volume down, please? Thank you. Okay, so as far as the bids then, we have the direct versus the pass-out seat, and that is that if the opponents are bidding and I make the next subsequent bid, then that is in the direct seat. If it's gone 2 passes and I'm in the last seat, then it's the pass-out seat, and we can oftentimes have lesser values. So, okay, so no trump bidding. Okay, so Grace says she's got thumbs up in terms of having Facebook on there. Have any people with us?
We've got Patty and Mary.
Patty, Mary.
Marion O'Dow from Ireland.
Marion O'Dow from Ireland. Oh, yes, the luck of the Irish. Good. Okay. Have some others coming in. And so anyway, we're talking about no trump bidding, and no trump is where once we've made a no trump bid, we have limited our hand. Even if we're 1 no trump or 2 no trump, goodness forbid you open a 3 no trump, then those are all limiting bids. Or when there is a rebid or a responder bid of no trumps, that all limits your hand. Or if you bid a suit at the same denomination at the first level, like 1 heart, 2 hearts, that is a sign-off bid saying 6 to 9 points. I may have 2 tricks for your partner. It's all up to you. It's not saying your partner has to stop. It's just saying that I have no more help. And then 1 diamond, 1 no trump. Doesn't sound like you have a heart or a spade suit. I'm guessing you got quite a few. You're going to have at least 7 in the minors. And you're saying 1 no trump. So, okay, that is limiting your hand to maybe 6 points. We'll get to maybe even a good 5. I'll show you one of those hands here coming up. But normally it's 6 to 9 or maybe a bad 10 points. With the 11 or 12, we do the invitational, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Also, if we bid a suit after, or no trump, I should say, after one minor, one major, or one club, one diamond, one no trump, that would be a sign off by the opener saying, I don't have 15 to 17, or I would have opened it, partner, but I now am saying that I've got 12 to 14 points. Okay, how about one diamond, one heart by you, two diamonds by me, or two hearts by me? Yeah, I'm bidding one of our suits, in which case I'm saying I, as the opener, want to pass at this point. It's up to you. You may have extras. You can control the auction, but I'm no longer captain. I am not a man of mystery. I let my partner, since they have an undefined hand, they could have made that one heart bid with 6 points. It could have been 20 points. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to take a look at invitational bids today with that behind us. And the first one we've got coming up is, we've got these, we don't have enough for game. We have enough to invite. So we're saying, partner, we would like to get a game or a slam bonus in whatever methods we're using here. And so far, we're just saying we don't have enough to get there on our own. We have more than the 6 to 9 as responder. We're now 10 to a bad 12. Okay, and we're either going to be making a jump in our suit bid, like one heart, you go 3 hearts, or it could be where it's prior suit, or if it's no trump, it could be like one no trump, you go 2 no trump. Or it could be that we're using these bids to have interest in slam, as we'll see. And I won't go through these so much because I want to have quite a bit of time to play the hands, but we saw these yesterday. I'll just go through them quickly. One heart, 3 hearts, one diamond, one spade by you, 2 no trump by me, and we say those are normally 18 or a good 17 points. I would have opened it, 1 no trump. You don't do it with 15 points. You should have opened 1 no trump before. And so if you've got 16 points, you should have opened it before. So I see sometimes people will say, well, it goes 1 diamond, 1 spade. I'll do 2 no trump. I've got 15 points. Sorry, you should have opened it with 1 no trump. Sorry. So you want to have 18 or a good 17 that you didn't feel comfortably opening it at 1 no trump. 1 diamond, 1 no trump, 2 no trump. Same deal. You know, you're maybe 6 to 10 there. So I better have 18 or very close to it, a good 17 to make a 2 no trump bid. And I say that because a lot of time people get confused on the 2 no trump rebids. Okay, next up is, got to get to the next slide here. 1 diamond, 2 no trump. Well, no, this is different. This is obviously for the responder. And if we're playing the standard American yellow card, I mean the yellow card, they say that's game forcing. That's the old-fashioned way to play it. But modern, we just say standard American, but not the yellow card. And that could be done with 11, a bad 12, I suppose. 13 points, you're going to go. A lot of 12-pointers, you're just going to go. But if you don't have a lot of primary honors, aces and kings, and you got mostly queens and jacks, or maybe you're a 4 triple 3 and you want to downgrade your 1, then okay. Next up, 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 spades. I think that's invitational. Or 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 diamonds. That's not saying I want to play in diamonds. Or 1 spade, 2 spade, 2 no trump. It's not saying, oh, let's play in no trump. No, it has other meanings. But the old-fashioned way, it would be 1, 2, 3, stop. So the opponents wouldn't come in. It just didn't make sense. So that's kind of out these days. Okay, 1 no trump by me, 3 no trump by you would be sign off. Yeah, you've got 10 points. I've got 15 to 17. We have our 25 points for our game. Ooh. 4 no trump is saying, partner, if you're at the top end of your 15 to 17, if you're 17 or a good 16, I've got the complement. Remember, we need 33 points for a slam, so you can take 33 from 17. You can see what your partner has there for that to make that bid. Or 2 no trump would now have 20 to 21. If you have 13, you can go to slam. But if you have 11 or 12, then you can say 2 no trump, 4 no trump. Those are actually invitational bids. Pass in the pass out seat. We talked about when it's 2 of a major in the pass out seat. Don't play that as weak. It's better to say, partner, I've got a good hand and I got 2 defensive tricks, not 1, but 2. So in this situation, what you're doing is saying, I would like to have you go on, partner, unless you've just got a so-so hand. And rather than bid 1 heart, next thing you know, or 1 spade, next thing you know, they're going 3 hearts or something. If you bid 2 spades, it makes it harder for them to come in. So I like to play it. And you'll find in like Ron Anderson's book on preempts and other leading books of the time, 2 spades or 2 hearts would be shown as good values. If it goes pass, 3 clubs, I don't think that's looking to go in 5 clubs. I don't think it's saying, can we play in 3 no trump? I think there is where you might making it with a full opener with some preemptive effort, because otherwise you could just everybody pass. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our hand 0. And hand 0, yeah, I had a hand 1, and I thought, I've got some extras to come in here, so let's go ahead and see what we can do there. So I'm going to get rid of that screen and go off to another one here. And let's see if you've got that coming up. Okay, I think it should be transmitting if everybody is on the same screen I am. Let's see, we've got deal, and this is going to be from the file, and it is indeed hand 0. Okay, and we'll go ahead and mask them off at first. And let's see, do I have use of my digitizer pen? I guess I'm going to take a second here and get that all set up.
While you're setting that up, I want to let you know that YouTube seems to be right on time today, a couple seconds behind you.
Wow.
And Facebook is about 30 to 40 seconds behind that.
Isn't that interesting? Because when I first turned on the lives about 10 minutes before the hour, Facebook was about 10 seconds. It was like, wow, it's like so fast right now. And then YouTube seemed like it was over 30 seconds. But now, good, so normally YouTube runs about 8 seconds, and I'm not sure what happened yesterday, but I guess it just was some kind of heavy load at their servers, because I had good speed going to the internet. So I thought, we might have to try different times of day, but for right now, we're going to just give it the old college try and keep it at 4 p.m. California time. Okay, so South is the dealer here, and let's take a look at the hand. And okay, in clubs, I love that. Ace, king, queen 5 times. So there's 9 points and 1 distribution, because we have something beyond a 4-card suit. Maybe they'll all take tricks. You just never know. In diamonds, I like having a primary honor. Good. I've got the ace. 4 spades, but they're just intermediates. Nothing there. So I've got 10 and 4. That's 14 points. So I will open 1 club. Okay, over to the west hand. West. You have a 4-4-3-2, and you have some values. I know a lot of people want to count ace jack as 5 points, but you cannot finesse. You have to play the jack or the ace. If it was ace jack third, fine. If your partner bid the suit, fine. I prefer to just count these as 4. But if you want to fudge, that's your business. King of diamonds is worth 3. We'll get to the heart suit next. There is another 3 for the quackers, the queen jack. And the jack fourth, well, maybe. If you're feeling exuberant, you could give yourself a point. I don't like jack thirds. Jack fourth I can handle. Jack 10, I'm fine with that. So 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can't make a takeout double, because oftentimes they'll bid your short suit. And then if you bid something else, you say, oh, that's because I had 18 points. And you don't have that hand. So I think you just have to pass unless you want to overcall a heart with 4. On Sunday, we saw where the robot did that to me on one hand, but I don't think that's the way it's going to turn out today. So we're just going to make a pass. Okay, over to the north hand. North has a 4-4-3-2. King, 10, 4 times, and spades. Good. 3. Master suit. We got at least a little 10 there with it, maybe. And in diamonds, we have 2. In clubs, our partner's suit. We're short on clubs. I'm being facetious about this, but that's the way a lot of people out there, when they start, they think, I got to save my partner. And in hearts, nothing there either. So you've got a 5-point hand, and I think should pass. But, some people are mortals, and they think that they have to save their partner. You ever heard that one, only Jesus saves? Well, we won't get into that. But that's what I tell my partner if they bid with insufficient values. I don't care if you've got a void in clubs, partner. If you don't have 6 points or a good 5, and I don't consider split honors, king and queen and 2 suits is working together. Oh, okay. You might say, but Michael, I have the 10. Isn't that worth something? Good try. Maybe. At any rate, they bid... I think it was 1 diamond is what they had here. You could have bid one spade. I think oftentimes you would want to bid up the lines with the majors, but not so much on the diamond suit business. Well, I'm just not really sure, so I'm going to just tiptoe to the diamond suit. I'm helping to save my partner. Fine, just fine. Okay, over to the east hand. East, you have a 4-4-3-2, 4-4 in the red suits. Like that ace king 4 times. There's 7. Like the 10 with the jack this time, definitely 1 8. Another 2 for the queen. Haven't heard that suit bid yet. So 7, 8, 9, 10. But hey, listen to the auction. Lefty has said 12 points or more. Righty has said ostensibly 6 points or more. You don't want to come in. Your partner, like, no. If you had a long suit somewhere, fine. But you're a pretty flat hand, aren't you? So don't go getting fancy with the bidding when you don't have the values when the opponents are both bidding. We would just soon have them, go up to 4 of the major or something, and then we can set them. Ha-ha. We like that ace king, don't we? Okay, so that's going to be a pass. And we're going to go back to south again. And south, let's see what you want to do here. I see any comments here. Oh, Grace, I see your comment there. Thank you. Okay. And for south, you've heard 1 diamond. You don't have hearts, but you do have 4 spades. So you're going to say, sure, 1 spade. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show all the bids here. That was 1 spades, and we're going to go expose them all, and we're going to go back to north. Pass by west, north. You've heard 1 spade. You feel like you want to pass? Well, you got them out of clubs. And they've got 4 spades, or else they wouldn't have bid that suit. So do you want to pass? Well, you're not supposed to pass it. Your south could be 19 points. You're just finding a fit. So the question is, are there situations where they could pass? And the answer is, depends on your partnership agreements. Most people say you shouldn't have done that. But to be truthful is that if the south hand had 18 or 19 points, you could have done a strong jump shift. Oops, I'm sorry. After the 1 spade, that is. You could have done a strong jump shift to, do I have it right here? Hold on a second. That was 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 spade. Yeah, you can't really hardly go 2 spades. Well, if you had 19 to 21, I guess you could. Yeah, so you could go to 2 spades, a strong jump shift to say, I have 18 or 19 points, maybe 20, in fact, with a shortness somewhere. You can't be in 2 no trump for opening bid. So that would be a strong jump shift. So if your partner is inclined to use this where I'll respond with 5, then you better make a strong jump shift because your partner could conceivably pass. In this case, though, after the 1 spade, they dutifully went 2 spades and hoping that partner will stop really quickly. But okay, so now south, you have a partnership fit. And so you can take a look at your losing trick count. Remember, we only take the look at the first 3 cards in a suit, and we don't count losers on something like this club suit where you've got ace, king, queen. You've got no losers here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of everything here so we can say losers in clubs, 0. Losers in hearts, well, 2. Loser in diamonds, none for the ace, 1. Loser in spades, 3. We don't count anything after the first 3 cards. We've got honors that are working for finesses like ace, queen, 3rd, then that would only be 1 loser. You say, well, I assume I'll take the finesse and I'll have 1 loser. Okay, so you have 3, 4, 5, 6 losers. And your partner, we think, should have 2 tricks if they just made a sign-off bid. If they jumped a bid, then they probably have 3 tricks they're going to give us. Sometimes it's easier than thinking, well, it's 6 to 9, it's 10 to 12. So think about the tricks. I think it's easier for you. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and we need 10 tricks for a game. So we're 1 short. But if our partner can find a little bit extra in their heart, maybe something, we can try that now. Do we need help in hearts? I guess sort of. We could come back after the 2 spades. Let me get that. I'm going to just erase the whole thing. So that was 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 spades. I suppose you could say 3 hearts to say, hey, can you help me there? This person thought, my partner doesn't play help suit game tries, so I'm not going to try that. You certainly don't need help in clubs. You wouldn't bid 3 clubs. And so they just went 3 spades. Maybe they didn't want to tell the opponents that, hey, I've got some problems in the heart suit. So, okay, how about North? Well, shoot, you want to play in 1 spade. So you were going to pass. So we'll take a look and see how well we can do. But I guess I'm hoping that you can see that you would like to have connected honors rather than split honors there if you're going to do it on 5 points. Now, if you've got 6 with some honors here and there, good. You've got your 6 to 9 points for your bid. So let's go ahead and take a look at the play of the hand. And over here in the West seat, well, you're thinking about, how do we want to do this? Well, I'm going to keep the ball moving so you can see how it goes. They played the ace, hoping her partner didn't have a singleton king. Hate that when that happens. But in this auction, I wouldn't think so. And they're going to try to cut down the roughing power by playing a 2nd spade. Okay, so we've got 2-2, and we know that the opponents have 1 from the South's perspective, and the queen is still missing somewhere. The rule of 1 says just let them take it when they want unless we need transportation to a suit. So, okay. So we're in. We come back with 3rd spade and say, we don't mind that. We got some coverage on the other suit. They play the ace, typically from ace-king. But when you're right next to the declared is to your left, you could play something other than the king as long as you don't give away promoting the suit elsewhere. So you could play a low 2, hopefully your partner's queen. But with ace-king, you're going to play the ace. And they signal with a 2 there. Okay, we play the king. We see a jack. And so the North hand is the dummy and play our 3rd heart since we see they've got 1. And we rough in and we're out of spades. So we have entries. Oh, yeah, we've got that ace of diamonds. We play the ace. We're hoping they're 3-3, right? We have 5 and 2. We hope they're 3-3, 1 and 3. King, they both follow. Yes, the queen and... Oh, no. So West had 4. It was a 4-2 split, which happens about half the time. We should be expecting that. A little more, and I'll get to the odds later. Okay, so we want to play another club and rough it, and then get back to our lovely ace of diamonds. So, okay, they take the jack. It was jack 4th on the other side, and we come back with a diamond to our ace. Cash our less club, because that nice club suit, ace, king, queen, 5 times promoted, even though the jack was behind us. And how did we do? Looks like we got 8 tricks, didn't we? Huh. Didn't get our 9 tricks. Huh. Well, that was because, I think you know why. That was not a responding hand with 5 points. So we're going to go to the next one, keep this baby moving, and we'll take a look at number B, letter B. And this time is going to be where a new line of play at Trek 6. Okay, here we go. With this time it goes with a jack. Thinking partner might have a singleton king. Going to do the ace next time, apparently. And it holds, and like, wow, we're kind of happy because we've got the king 10 and they've got the jack ace. So good. We're glad to see one get out of the way. And then they switch to a heart. They play the 2, which says 4th best. That means they have 4 in the suit. Everybody should make a note of that. Okay, looks like they're playing 4th best. And it goes up to the king. Obviously, it wasn't taken with the ace. We think our partner has the ace, and they play the ace. And we take a look in the dummy, and we say, well, okay, there's 1 there. I think they're going to rough in the South because it looks like a 4-4-3-2 because our partner indicated 4 when they played the 4th best. Means they have to have 4. And, okay, we rough in the South. A spade up to the ace. And what do you want to play east? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. You're going to see this from time to time, and this is the most bizarre. I didn't see it when I first put these hands together, but the only winning play is with the king of diamonds. What? The king of diamonds? How can that be a winning play? Anything else, and this south hand is going to get to this ace of diamonds. So sometimes the point I'm trying to say here is that if a play seems ludicrous, don't be afraid to think about, because we know that this club suit they're going to try promoting. And yes, we have the jack 4th behind it, so they're not going to promote it easily, but we got to get rid of an entry. And that seems like a terrible way to do it. But if you play the king, Do you want to take it or not? You don't want to take it. Hey, that's cool. But yeah, you have to get in that predicament there. So anyway, sometimes these hands have little twists and turns, and I think I have a 0C also. Okay. And this time it is, let's see what happens on 0C. That is, once again, goes to 3 spades and new line of play. That's the jack again, to the king, to the ace, like we saw before, a heart up to the queen. And this time, when they win it with the ace, they think, I am not going to play my king of diamonds. I don't care. I just can't see it. I'm going to play my heart suit. I think what most of us would do is play the heart, and we rough it in the south hand. Okay, so that was the loser play rather than a king. So now we've got how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to play that ace of clubs. They're going to rough clubs pretty soon, though, aren't they? We had 5 and 2. So we play a second one low rather than the king. We rough it with the 10 because now we can get to the king and knock out the queen. And we come back to the ace. And because one round has been played, they don't have jack fourth. They only had 3 left to the jack. And we got our 9 tricks. So you can go back and look at this again if that was a little bit fast. I know that when we only have a half hour, we got to kind of keep this moving. So we're going to go over to hand number 1. And I think you're going to like the bidding a little bit more here because, once again, same hand for south, opening 1 club. What do they say? Rinse, wash, lather, and repeat. So a lot of these you're going to see the same. Okay, so 1 club, a pass again, kind of the same hand, north. Yeah, 1 spade. How about that? You've got working honors. In fact, you have king, queen, 10 is looking a little better. I would be happy with people opening this. I'm not saying it's the best bid in bridge, but king, queen, 10, 4 times in the spade suit. I can't fault a person for making that bid. Okay, a pass over by east. Once again, 2 spades. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 spades. And pass, because you just have a minimum, the 6 to 9 points. But I think you'll find this a lot easier to play this way, isn't it? And that's kind of the point of it. So have your values. If you have split honors, don't be so quick to count them. Have working honors. So, okay, this time it's going to be the declarer's north because it went 1 club, 1 spade straight away rather than that diamond bid. They take the ace. They want to look at the dummy. My hand is dummy in the south. And they say, okay, I see it'll be roughed after the second time. My partner signaled a 5 in the west hand. The 5. Where's the 2? Neither of the opponents played, well, I can see the dummy. It didn't have the 2. North played the 8. They could be like me. Maybe they have the 2 and they're false carding the 8 because 8 will never take a trick. But most humans are just going to play the 2 on this. So, yeah, I think my partner likes the suit, but they switched anyway to the sequence of the diamonds. Not bad, except you're worried about this club situation. Because you have 2, you're hopeful that partner has 4. Or you never know. Maybe the north hand, the declarer, has more than a couple. All right, you maybe should have taken the king of hearts, but that was your method. So a spade goes to the jack, to the queen. Is this much easier now? You've got the king, queen, jack. And so, yeah, you're in much better shape here. With the 10 also, I should say. Okay, we come back. Sure, we've got a running sequence there. So they take it the second time. Heart to the king. A spade. They want to get 2 for 1. That was kind of a cute play by the East. They played the last trump to say, I want 2 of yours for 1 of mine because I don't see any roughing power because I've got flat suits from here on in. Okay, so we're going to have to put our thinking cap on. We go to the club. Second round of club. Are they 3-3? No, they are not. Yes, Grace, you have a question or statement.
Patty is on Facebook, so she might be a little behind, but she was asking, can East-West make 3 hearts?
We'll come back to that. Good question, Patty. Can you bid it is one thing, but can you make it is another? So we'll take a look at that. So the point is they were not 3-3 once again. They were that 2-2 split. And so we need to have transportation. And hopefully, if we got to come in the spade suits, the 9 is higher than the 2. Or if you didn't think about it before, if it turns out there was a 9 in the north end and not the 2, why didn't you unblock? In this case, oh yeah, of course, we were thinking of that all along. So we play a club, and we have to rough in. And heart, oh, okay, we can just rough in on that suit anyway, so we didn't have to worry about which was higher. And now we can play our club, the 5th club, and we've got a trick. And even though partner only had 5 points, we can see down here in the lower right-hand side is that, I'll just highlight that, we did indeed make our 9 tricks. Good on ya. Okay, I think we have time for one more. This is going nice and quickly today. I hope I'm not going too fast for you, but I wanted to cover a fair amount of permutations on this play of the hand in the show about valuation of points. I've talked a little bit about losing trick count. You may have a chance, maybe. Oh, I'm going to get back to you, Patty. Just give me a second on that one. I'm going to go to this last hand. And Grace, don't let me forget, okay? Okay, so we are on hand number 2. And kind of looks the same for the south hand, doesn't it? But the north hand, do you see any difference? I'm going to give you a queen there. So 5 and another 2 is 7 points. Yeah, feeling a little better about that all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it. And it goes 1 club, 1 spade, 3 spades. Oh, man. I don't know. 5, 16, not a bust, but I would like to have like 2.5 primary honors. I don't like this rounded suits with 10-9, 10-9-8. A little better. Give me a jack or something. So I think if you give me a jack of diamonds, I'd probably do it. But I'd probably chicken out. If you played help suit game tries, it would go 1 club, 1 spade by the north. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. 1 club, 1 spade. Okay. If I do 3 in a higher ranking suit, yeah, I don't know. There's many splinters. I guess I can't do that. So I'm going to have to go 3 spades. Sorry, that's the only bit I can find. And I don't have 18 to rebid 2 no trump or something, but that still wouldn't show spade support, would it? So 3 spades in north. Probably not. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and play the hand and see how it turns out. We maybe will be lucky and can make an extra trick. So this time it leads the ace of hearts. The 5 once again shows encouragement, if you can figure it out. This time they say, yeah, I'm going to play the king because I see the dummy and I'm worried about the south hand with that ace, king, queen 5 times. Let's get our tricks before they can develop theirs. My hearts go away. And then I said, since my partners seem to have encouragement, sure enough, they have the jack and the queen. And we now know that it's a 4-4-3-2 suit. So I hope you don't play it again, or else they're going to do a rough and slough. So do not play hearts over in the west hand. Okay. Oh, we roughed in, excuse me, in the south hand. Okay, so we play a 7 of spades. It goes to the ace. Yeah, there's probably no reason to hold back. You can see that what's going to happen there. So we then play the 2nd spade, get the 2 for 1 again. The 10 of clubs up to the queen. We play a spade to the 10 to get that last trump out before we get back to the dummy. We have the 2nd club, and do they fall 3-3? No, they don't again. Oh, this time, there was one other play, so yes, they did. Okay, so we got the suit promoted. Look at us, run, run, run with the tricks. We don't have to try that queen finesse. And we have 10 tricks, so I think it was just a little bit lucky, don't you? Let's go ahead and see why we were able to make 10 tricks when we didn't seemingly have enough values. Okay, we said there were what? In high card points, 9 and 4 and 5 and 2. So clearly, 7 and 13 is not 25. But you've got a promotable suit, might get an extra trick, maybe 2 if they were 3-3. Not going to happen, except 1 and 3 times. But yeah, we were able to go ahead and get an extra trick like we did before. And some of you might say, well, I'm going to play a finesse to the queen here. Either ace and then play the finesse, play the ace. Maybe it's a singleton diamond in your dreams, but it could happen, and then go this way. But, rather than even do that strategy, let's try and do the promotion instead. Grace has a comment here.
John says Jack in the east instead of west.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I was going to bring that up. My bad. I was going to talk about that right now. Yeah, it's Jack Doubleton. Normally it's going to be Jack fourth on this side or one side, but I did want to cover that. Thank you, John. And we're going to talk about odds. I think he's my straight man, honey.
He's your straight man.
Okay, so
But what does that make me?
you're wonderful. So 3-3 we said is 36% of the time. Or if you can't remember that, just say 3, just say it's about 1 1/3. If you want to go by 33 1/3, that's fine for me. For 2 is kind of like 2/4. About 1/2 is actually 48, but you think half the time, close enough. And if you have, well, I'm not going to get to other combinations just yet. But okay, so we're interested about the 4-2. How many times will the Doubleton suit have the card that you need, a queen or a jack or a king or something like that? And the answer would be a third, right? There's 6 of them there. And about a third of the time, there could be the other possibilities like 5-1, 5-1 or 6-0. But we're talking about the 4-2s, which you mostly are going to be thinking about. And so the jack, 2/3 of the time will be there. So about a third of the time is what you're going to see it, maybe up to 40. But I hope that answers that question. Thank you, John, because it did fall is why we didn't have to. I was kind of getting ahead of myself. Now, Grace, you had a question. Oh, I said I was going to get back to that, but you're jumping ahead. Okay. And I think, I did want to cover a couple other odds. And so we talked about where you're missing, where you have 7 and they have 6. And we talked about those odds there. The 3-3 is 36. The 4-2 is 48, or about half. And the others, good luck with that. But how about if you have an 8 card and they have a 5? Well, 3-2. That's about a little more than half, about more like 60. And you have then 4-1, 25 or 28%, and 5-0. Get your money back. It's only about 10%. Hope you don't see that very often. But if you're the one who's holding that 5-0, you're quite happy. So I'm going to go back to Patty's hand now. And that is going back to number 1. Load deal for number 1. And Patty, to your question, how can you do in hearts? Well, let's take a look from this hand's perspective. And why am I using this hand's perspective over here? Because they have I don't want to have to deal with all these roughing the tricks over here. Even if this hand was the declare over here, I'm thinking from this hand's perspective, a dummy reversal if this hand's the declare, because you only have to worry about a couple there, maybe one here, and eventually after ace king's out there. So, those are kind of my losers. So I'm looking at that hand, Patty, whoever is the declare or not. So in hearts, well, first let's get the clubs, 2 losers. In diamonds, 1 loser. In spades, 1 loser. In hearts, unless you got a bad break, I think you're going to be fine there. I don't see them promoting. Your concern would be if they're 4-1 against you, that 1 in 4 chance. I don't bank on odds against me unless I'm playing with my future mother-in-law. And your mom did play some bridge, didn't she? I still haven't played bridge with her, Grace, but that's another story for another time. So, at any rate, to want your mother-in-laws or future mother-in-laws to make you look good, or you make them look good. So, okay, so at any rate, I think that, we worry about them. Are they going to make us start roughing on the club suit? But I think we're not going to have any there. So to Patty's question, if you have 4 losers, that sounds like you have 9 winners. And if you have 9 winners, that sounds like it's 6 plus 3. So you can make a 3-level contract to make 3 hearts. So if it turned out it was a competitive auction, and I'm going to kind of finish with that part of it here. Let's say that this time it's a little more frisky like that robot opponent was. It went 1 club by me, 1 heart by the 4-bag suit here. Partner, you should have 6 points to make this bid, but you've got a good 5. And do you bid 1 spade? No. Don't you remember our other lesson? What we do is we just make a takeout double. If we bid 1 spade after 1 heart, it says we promise 5 plus. If we have 4, that means we have 4 in the other major, guaranteed. Isn't that a nice way to say it, whether you have 4 or 5? And that's why that method works very well. That's if your partner understands it. So, okay, so a double. Over here, you just, I'm going to 2 hearts right away. And now, gosh, yeah, look at that. They went in my doubleton suit. I'm going to go 2 spades. And now up to you. Do you in the east seat want to go 3 hearts? No way, Jose. Remember, this is the direct seat. Your partner still has a chance to bid. You just pass. If you do 3 hearts, I might be tempted as east hand to go to 4 hearts, thinking, partner, you made a free bid. You had some extras. You don't have any extras. Look at that. Jack 4th in clubs. Ace, Jack tight, only worth 4 points probably. And you can see that is all it was worth. So, okay, so it goes a pass. Over north, you don't want to say anything else. You pass. But in the pass out seat, you can borrow the virtual king from your partner. And you say, I have 4. 3 is 7. Another 3 there is 10. And if I borrow a king from my partner, come on, king, come on over. Yeah, I'll go 3 hearts. And now you got to go. Yeah, you've got a really good values here. You don't have that many losers. We said 6 losers. So you say 3 spades, and it's getting messy. But it should play in 3 spades also. But Patty, I know it's going to take 30 seconds for me to get through to you, but do you agree that that is a possible scenario, although you would have to overcall with a 4-card suit? Queen Jack 4 times? You know, you might get a better alibi from me if it was Queen Jack 10 or something, or King Queen Jack 4 times. Did that answer Patty's question, or did she get back?
I think she's still waiting for it to.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that is probably about where we are at today. So, do you have any questions, comments, concerns, joys? How do you like these daily bridge talks? Tomorrow we'll try to get something else other than the raise. And, you know, I don't know if I'll have like the same common hand, because I can go through something like that fairly quickly and have you, I think, up to speed rather than tossing too much out. But I think tomorrow, rather than sign-off bids, maybe we'll do some forcing bids and try to get a couple of those. So I hope that was enjoyable for you. Oops, let's get just one of me here. There we go. And let's see, what else can we talk about today? Anything else on your mind? Grace, do you have anything on YouTube?
Checking for you now.
Okay.
Diane says, I like these daily bridge talks very much.
Diane likes the bridge talks very much. Diane, we like you being here very much also. So, yeah, I think it's nice where we can have a hand or 2 anyway. I know sometimes the hands can be 5 or 10 minutes each, and if the lesson is short, but sometimes I want to throw in some things like maybe a convention or hand evaluation advanced, like the losing trick count. Or we kind of sneak in with these little opening leads and different play strategies, unblocking, promotions, those types of things. So it is truly a variety show. But I'm going to have some, not too much, chalk talk, where we're going to take a look at invitational sign-off and forcing bids. And we'll see where we go from there. Grace, one more thing.
And Chappa Shelley says, I love daily bridge talks.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Well, we're trying. I think, I did make a challenge. I'm in a live streaming pros group where there's hundreds of people that are taking the challenge to do a live streaming every day in April. And I thought, I'm going to do it also on BridgeHands, and we're as well. This group I'm in, I'm going to do a little quickie there. But that's my challenge, is for Monday to Friday to do, at least for April, see how everybody likes it, to a daily show. And then on the weekends, whenever possible, I have like the real deal, 90 minutes to 2 hours. John, I'm not going to go 3 hours again. I'm sorry I encroached on that one. We had some techie problems the first day. So at any rate, if you like that and be interested, is that think about subscribing. Think about hitting the bell if you want to go ahead and be sure that you get something every day. If you're on the email list, good on you, because I'll be sending out something to you there, and you're going to see the links. And for YouTube, I think that's the easier way to get it, is to use that link. Now, I gave 2 links. I think the first one is the one of the day that changes every day. And the second one, it says, if all else fails with the gremlins. I think that should work for you every day. I think we're doing pretty well there. And what else? If you're on one of the sites like YouTube, Facebook, want to do thumbs up, that's really cool. And so feel free to leave your comments too. If you want to share it with other people, that is really cool. Grace, you have something?
And what is the name of the website that they can sign up for the newsletter?
I think it is called BridgeHands.com. I think is what, www.BridgeHands, where we play BridgeHands, and that would be the site to sign up. I think most everybody has found that if they found this, but maybe they see it a month or a year from now. You never know. So that's cool. And on that note, I will keep these up on YouTube. I won't be putting them on the other channel, on our BridgeHands channel, but obviously the ones for the paying members, some of them will be behind our firewall for people who have the premium for $14.95 for 3 months. Or if you want to go all the way with the Ultra, that's $49.95 for an entire year, with hundreds of hours, not just the ones that are coming and the future ones that will be for your next year. I think I go back about a better part of 10 years now. So a lot of things depending on what you want to bid, whether it happens to be bidding, play, defense, the rules of bridge. I don't know. Pick a flavor. We've got it out there probably. And if not, write us an email and we'll see what we can do for you there. So I guess I'll finish by be sure that you wash your hands, eat your vegetables, work hard, have a great time out there. And whatever you do, try not to get lost or killed. I will too. Be well, healthy, wealthy, and wise. So until next time, happy trails to you until we meet again. Bye for now. Happy trails to you until we meet.